Sean's Story, Treehouse Isekai, Chapter 59. Here we go. Verona authorized the Varisi to come and help, bringing sufficient energy weapons to arm themselves. The sight of so many of these arachnoid women swarming through the forest was disturbing. We knew they were allies. Those legs still sent shivers down our spines. I sat vigil by the treehouse with the excavator ready, its engine roaring. Thought about making the engine silent, but decided that it was better to keep it loud for authenticity's sake. Miley had to shout over the noise. Probably for the best. Maybe we should buy some electronic earmuffs, the kind with built-in radio, so that we can talk without shouting over the noise. Oh, great idea! I can get some of those in no time. Why didn't I think of that? She opened the cab door and hopped out. In a sprint, she went up the stairs to enter the house. It wasn't long before two Dramons came charging into the clearing. They roared louder than the engine of the excavator. Their charges were staggered slightly. I could only hope it would be enough. I brought the boom around, swinging it hard into the head of the first one to approach. "Fuck!" I shouted as the second one came to smash into me. I braced for the impact, even as I attempted to bring the boom back the other way. I expected impact. The expected impact didn't arrive. However, it was gorgeous. It fired the D8 and rammed it into the thing's side just before it made impact. Fired up the D8 and rammed it into the thing's side just before it made impact. Gorgeous shoved the beast to the left, even as my boom swung back to the right, perfectly tearing off the head. A moment later, the first beast slammed into the excavator from the left. It wasn't a strong impact due to the creature's momentum being reduced, and its head was clearly tender. "I'll move this one to push the other," Gorgeous shouted. Despite my inability to hear her, I could somewhat tell what she was trying by the movements of her lips. I nodded and gave a thumbs up. "You're concentrating more on those lips than the movements, Sean." James. It's like I was already there! The headless carcass of its companion caught the living Dramon's attention. Tried to slam into the carcass while holding back, as if it didn't want to harm its companion. Look. I took the opening and brought the bucket down hard. Bottom of the bucket slammed into its head, cracking it open. The gore splattered over the canopy glass, leaving little clear glass, which was rapidly becoming streaked with blood. Barely heard Gorgeous scream as the third beast slammed into the D8 from the side. Whirling, I saw as her head slammed into the cab's vertical bracing. She went limp. "No, you fucking don't!" I shouted. Useless as it was, but I accelerated. Boom extended like a battering ram, crushed the Dramon's nose and crumpled it into the thing's skull, popping like a pimple. "Die, you worthless filth!" Rana glided down to the dozer, scooping Gorgeous into her arms. She ran back to the treehouse, carrying her tenderly. "I've got her, she'll be alright." The muffled shout barely reached my ears, but something inside repeated them. Could this be telepathy? No time, keep fighting. Another roar trumpeted as a fourth Dramon, covered in torn webs, charged at me. I moved to repeat my last attack on this new foe. "You can pay too," I said to nobody. Even as I charged this creature, blasts of energy tore into its flanks from behind as the Varisi tried to stop it. It howled in pain and seemed to move faster in spite of its injuries. "Bastard!" I shouted as I plowed into the thing at full speed, almost backing out as the excavator came to an abrupt stop and my head nearly slammed into the controls. Gritting my teeth against the sudden strain, forced myself upright and looked at the very dead beast. With a flick of the controls, the boom threw the Dramon to the side. I spotted a few Varisi waving at me to say they were still fighting. "Electrancy! Yo, what's up? How's it going, Electrancy? How are you doing? How have you been? Good to see you. What are you up to? I can feel my chest tear every time I push up. Hell yeah, Callie. Oh, it's been a wild week. Oh, A good wild week or a bad wild week, Electrency? Hopefully a good wild week? I feel like wild has positive connotations. Neither, just wild? Okay. Fair enough. Spotted a few Varisi waving at me to say they were still fighting. Pulled my excavator back into a defensive position near the base of the treehouse. There was barely any clear glass left. Miley ran up to me with the headset in her hands and another on her own head. Oh! I was seeing how far I could push myself. Oh, cool. Cool. Always good to test your limits, right? You need to know, like, that's what I was doing when I first started with the channel. I was like, alright, let's do all of this. And I was like, no, that's too much. Let's back it down a little bit and let's do other things, right? Like, maybe we can find some mission stories and stuff like that. Created something beautiful, I think. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, Electrency. I love to hear that. I absolutely love to hear that. I think I did the same. I've created a couple of pretty interesting ideas over the last week. Let's just say. Create something beautiful every time I write a sentence. Exactly, Callie. 100%. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Toke! Remember, Callie, your mistakes are also beautiful. Never forget that. Karenna took over the controls of the D8 and used the bodies of the fallen beasts to make a wall to slow any more that might come. Miley slammed the headset on my head and hopped back out of the cab, running back up the stairs to get a better vantage point. I've got my drone flying Overwatch. The herd is thinning in the forest, but you're gonna need to move to the town soon. There's 2 that are heading there now. Fast! You need to move. What about here? I demanded. The last 3 are on the far side of the forest from us. The Varisi will have them in no time. You and Karenna need to go, or the town's guards might not make it. Leave this and Gorgeous to us. Just go! Rage boiled as I rammed the controls to move as quickly as I could towards town. Karenna followed. We'll finish this and be back before you know it. We'll have lots of food for everyone after this. My grip on the controls tightened in pulses as I maneuvered through the trees. These things are no joke, are they? Perhaps not, but they're falling. This whole herd is getting wiped out and nobody has died. Trust me, Gorgeous will be fine before we even get back. Not even a tiny lump to show for her incident. I knew these were dumb beasts, but that doesn't account for emotions. Right now, they were the enemy. Evil. Monsters. They were right in front of me, charging at the town's gates. Excavator's throttle was already at full, but I willed it to speed up, coming into range, and swung the bucket at the trailing beast's hind legs, sweeping them out from under it. The roar of shock and pain it let out as it tumbled along the ground was tremendous. The leading beast turned to defend its companion. Sup? Oh shit, Electrency, you're on Twitch now! Welcome, welcome on Twitch as a first-time chatter. Always appreciate the engagement. I have diabetes! Callie, do you actually? Being pre-diabetic isn't not diabetes, it just means you to be very careful. They came to dark side. True. You know what's bad? When leaving Kick for Twitch is going to the dark side. How long ago was it that it was the other way around? Like 2 years, not even? 3 years? I didn't leave. Kick is the dark side, just saying. I'm just saying the fact that you're a first time chat. You know? That was your first time chat. On my chat on Twitch. Stop licking yourself, Callie. You're too sweet. You will hurt yourself that way. I'm here too. You're like Smokey. He's on both. Smokey likes to support, you know, because when ads hit, then you can just be on Kick, right? But hey, if you're at least watching the ads, I get your 3 cents. 3 cents adds up. I've already made like $200 from streaming, guys. Isn't that amazing? I've made fucking $200. What if I'm the sweet? I can also be on both, but Twitch is less delay. Wahahahahaha. We are we are everywhere. Queen, you're confusing me! True. How, Callie? You've kicked Twitch. All you need now is... What's Bruise? I'm also on Rumble. I'm also on Twitter. Hey, I have a second viewer on Rumble. Hello, Rumble person. I don't know how to get Rumble thing to show up on screen, so I never know if there's Rumble person or not. But good to see Rumble person. I salute you, my singular watcher on Rumble. Kick, Twitch, Bruise. Oh! I'm fucking retarded. That's fucking funny, Electrency. That went way over my head. But that's actually really fucking funny. Damn. Kick, Twitch. Say zoo. Seizure. I missed the duck. Ah, the dancing duck. Can you copy and paste it and bring it over to Twitch? No. No, you cannot, sad face. Some things in the world just are not. Have we taken that toke that you said, Queen? I don't remember. So let's just take a toke, because I don't fucking remember. We're just gonna do it anyways, because fuck it. Does anyone here watch One Piece? I can't remember. Yeah, exactly, which means we probably took the toke, but it's a good thing, because I'm currently smoking the strawberry amnesia. So I shouldn't remember anything. I have like a really good excuse. Callie, I'm waiting for the Dragon Ball Kai version of One Piece to come out, where it's like all 1,000 episodes and only 100 episodes. Then I'm gonna binge watch the fuck out of One Piece. I love the concept. I was just too late to the anime. And I've tried to get into it like 15 fucking times. Tried to skip all the way up to the Brook arc. Like, after Luffy, the time skip, when they're in the new world, still couldn't do it. Anyways, 3, 2, 1, toke! Is that before 540? Is that right? Is that like after Wano but right before the birdcage? Or is that on the birdcage? I don't remember. Is that Wano then? Because isn't that the first place they go to? After the time skip? I have no idea. Or is it, the Sky Place. Which character am I? Callie. Oh, you're Usopp. You're 100% Usopp. 100%. Why the fuck? Because Usopp has, like, that hidden grace. He's got that, like, character building arc, you know? He's got, like, the stoicism. He's always, you know, trying to do the right thing. That doesn't necessarily mean he's doing the right thing, but he's trying, right? And Usopp's OP as fuck. He's like... Think of how powerful he is despite the fact he doesn't have a fucking... fruit power. Right? Like, he's one of the few characters that just talks. Have you heard of Sora 2? Thinking you could put one of these paragraphs into it. If you don't have access, I'll send invite. I am 100% down for that, Electrency. We tried to do Sora 2, but the free version only lets you do images. It doesn't let you do videos. And by which paragraphs do you mean? But anyways, we have tangent. Let's just finish on story. Because it's like... We're like so close. No, the free version of Sora 2... would only let me do... images, not videos. When I tried to do the video prompt, it said, free, yes. I promise it's video. No, I'm not saying anything towards you. I'm just saying I tried it. Because I thought the free version would get you at least like one video a week or something. Nope. And I was like, nah, fuck that. Fuck that. Although maybe I should invest in it. You know, like, is there a free trial you can do? Like, I would be willing to do a free trial. Okay, well then show it to me because I just said it's free. Okay, okay, okay. I'll try it. Hold on, give me a sec here. It ripped a jagged tear in the thing's tear. I still can't do tear and tear. I still can't do tear and tear. I still can't do tear and tear. Fuck! I raised the boom and then brought the edge of the bucket down on my target's neck. Like the first one we fought, I ripped its head clear off. That's the last one here. Miley, I need a status update. What's happening on the far side of the forest? Only one left and it's trapped. My tension eased, but I let out a sigh of relief. Let's get home. Just leave these two here. I'm sure someone could process them. You go ahead. I'll check with people here. Let me know what these two are up for grabs. Let them know these two are up for grabs. Mine to talk has a little slow. No, I'm super slow. You thought, hold on, guys, hold on. You thought this was slow? This is fast compared to me.